Hey, this is Dustin with PosiRank. Welcome to this video about how to write ideal title tags that will increase your traffic and boost click-through rates. And surprise, surprise, most of your competitors are not doing this too well. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Title tags, not the most entertaining topic in the world, but I think if you stick with me to the end of this video, you'll see just exactly how powerful a title tag can be. So what exactly are the keys to killer title tags? Well, first off, it's a window of opportunity because your competitors mess this step up all the time. You can see live examples of that in Google every time you search something. For whatever reason, today's SEOs focus heavily on a lot of other things than title tags. They just seem to get ignored, and they're really important for a bunch of different reasons. It's critical that you write unique, compelling title tags that will drive the click from the search engine result pages. Absolutely critical because it's essentially your ad in Google. You got to maximize this real estate to get the best results possible. Now I want you to picture something. Every time you sit down to write a title tag for a page, I want you to imagine somebody going to Google, searching the phrase that you want that page to show up for, and then finding your page. That title, the title of your page, needs to convey to that searcher that, hey, my page has the answers to your questions, and it's better than any of the other pages you're going to see here. So click this one. Right? And that does a bunch of things for you. First and foremost, you can actually get more traffic while in a lower position if you write an awesome title tag like that. We've tested it and we've proven it. It works. And of course, you're going to rank for more long tail key phrases and avoid any over optimization issues. The sort of the old school way of writing a title tag was, put in a keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword. It's just that's a keyword stuffed title tag, and that's going to get you in more trouble than it's worth today, right? So we'll show you how to write really great titles in just a second. First, though, here are some optimization tips. Title tag length. This is PosiRank's set of instructions for title tag length, right? It's a minimum of 50 characters, maximum of 60. You want to stick within those guidelines because if you go over that, you run the risk of having a title that's too long to be displayed properly in the search engine result pages, and that's not ideal for sure. Google measures the length of a title a little bit differently. Okay, so they measure by the width of the character. So for example, M as in Mary is wider than T as in Tom. So they do it a little bit strangely. But if you stick within our guidelines here, you're going to end up with the perfectly optimized, perfect length title tag to show up in Google. Now keep in mind this includes spaces, so a maximum of 60 characters including spaces, minimum 50. Next up, include your main key phrase once, maximum twice. Personally, I just use my main key phrase one time and use the rest of the title tag to either get a secondary phrase in there or make it really compelling, really jump off the page at somebody searching in Google. Realistically, though, you can include 1 to 3 key phrases per title tag. Don't go over that, though. You could run into some over optimization issues. And realistically, you're only going to include that many because how easy is it going to be to write a cohesive sentence, something that's compelling, that says something to somebody, if you've just got a bunch of keyword phrases in there? It's hard to sort of get them all together into a sentence. So keep that in mind. Also, a page can target more than just the phrases in the title as long as they're thematically the same. So let's say we've got a title like Best Boston Plumber, Massachusetts, and then call this number. Okay, that title tag, first of all, is a good title tag. But second of all, that can rank for a bunch of different key phrases. It could rank for Best Plumber Massachusetts, Best Plumber Boston, Plumber Massachusetts. You see what I'm going with this? They're thematically the same, and that will work. Now, if you have subcategory keywords, you might want to consider creating separate pages for those. Now, what does that mean? Well, for example, internet marketing companies often have PPC services, SEO services, social media services. When you optimize for all of that in one title tag, it becomes muddled, right? It's hard for Google to know exactly what this page is about. So keep that in mind as well. It's sort of a very important point here. Okay, carrying on with our tips, the title tag's got to be compelling and designed to draw the click. We've talked about this a bunch already. It's extremely important. Your title tag's got to scream at the searcher in Google. Example, poor title tag. Boston plumber, comma, Boston MA plumber, comma, best Boston plumber. It's just keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword. And that is what we call a keyword stuffed title tag. That used to work years and years ago, but no longer. Okay, that's going to get you in more trouble than it's worth today. Here's an example of an effective title tag. Fast Boston MA plumber hyphen call now and then the number. Okay, so why is this an effective title tag? First of all, you're conveying to the searcher that, hey, this plumber is fast, and I don't know if you've ever had plumbing issues, but you know, you want when you do, you want to make sure that they're resolved quickly, right? So it's conveying a message to the searcher, and it's got a great call to action. They don't even have to click the listing in order to get in touch with this person. So having the number on the homepage like that is absolutely a great thing to do, especially if you're a brick and mortar type of business. Okay, which one would you click on, honestly? One that is, could have been essentially created by a computer program, or one that actually looks like something that is useful. Okay, now here's a title tag preview tool. You want to use this tool to see what your listing may look like in Google before you put it on the page. Okay, it's really cool. You enter your title here, full text, and then the search phrase, and then hit the button, and it's going to show you exactly what that looks like in Google before you ever put it on the page. Now, here's why that's important. Sometimes, well, all the time, when you enter your title tag and you have Google come and index it, and it's not the right title tag, it's going to take quite a while, who knows how long sometimes, for Google to come back, see the changes, and then re-index the new title tag. Right? And you don't want that. You want to start off optimized. You want to start off on the best foot possible. So that's why a tool like this is really, really helpful. Okay, so make sure you write down that URL up here. And if you don't want to write down this URL, I'm sure you can just search Moz title tag tool, something like that, and it should come right up. Okay, so here's some things to keep in mind. Google rewrites title tags. Nothing we can do about that. However, it's going to be a lot less likely if we stay within the correct length, and that's why I gave you that title tag guidelines. Minimum 50 characters, maximum 60, including spaces. If you do that, you should be good to go. Now, you want to use hyphens instead of pipes. We've tested click-through rates and found hyphens win. All right, hyphens, they're easier on the eye. The title tag's really easy to read that way, and sometimes pipes can be confusing. They can kind of look like I don't know, L's or capital I's sometimes. It really kind of breaks up the title tag in an odd way. So stick with hyphens. You'll be better off. Let's take a look at some live examples. I'm going to pause this thing, jump over to Google, and show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, here we are in Google. You can see I entered the search phrase, how to lose weight. We scroll down here, sort of the first results we see are these bullet points pulled from this page here, and they happen to have a pretty darn good title tag. It's how to lose weight, 40 fast, easy tips. So that conveys a lot of information, right? It's not just about how to lose weight. We've got 40 different ways on how to lose weight, and they're easy. How cool is that? Now, the only knock I've got on this title is the pipe right here, right? But no big deal. Not the worst thing in the world. Keep going here. 16 ways to lose weight fast. That's fairly compelling. Not too bad. Got a hyphen. A little on the short side, but pretty good. Next one down. This is the one that we just saw above. How to lose weight fast and safely. WebMD. Now, that's not a bad title tag, but it's got the ... So we're not seeing the whole thing there. And if you use that tool that I showed you, you won't have that issue. Next one, how to lose weight with calculator -WikiHow. Okay. This is probably the first bad title tag that we've seen. The others were decent. This one's pretty bad. It's not very compelling, especially when you look at the others. I'm going to click on almost everything else on this page before I click on this one. And let's look at this last one here. How to lose weight fast, a proven 3-step plan that works. That is a fantastic title tag. Alright? Just like the one above, it conveys a lot of things, right? How to lose weight, we got our optimized keyword phrase, and a proven 3-step plan. Okay? A plan that I know is going to work, other people have done it, that's why it's proven. Right? So that's pretty cool. There's more below here. What it takes to lose weight, pretty boring. Not super compelling. Weight reduction, how to lose weight. Okay, that's an example of almost keyword comma keyword, except it's separated by hyphens. So not too good on that one. Lose weight, pipe, Women's Health magazine, also not compelling. And the last one here, 5 easy ways to lose weight fast, Women's Health magazine. Not too shabby. Not the best, but not too shabby. Okay, some of these sound a little bit redundant, right? And that might be something you want to do, is take a look at the titles in your market for the keyword before you write them, so that they're not all the same. So those are my examples. Let's jump back to the presentation and do a quick recap. Okay, here we are. Let's recap this thing. First and foremost, it's critical to write unique title tags, at least for your most important pages. Ideally, you're going to do this for all pages. If you have a bunch of pages on your site, that may sound like a real bummer. Okay? I don't blame you. However, if you do have a bunch of pages and you've got a bunch of duplicate meta content, an example, duplicate title tags, you're going to run into some Panda related issues depending on what else is going on with your site. That could be really bad for you. So you might just have to bite the bullet and do as many as possible. You got to make these things compelling. Make the title jump off the page. Remember, this is your organic advertisement. Think about how you can drive the click from the search engine result pages. And do not keyword stuff. For the love of all that's holy, do not keyword stuff. It's going to be more problems than it's worth. And last but not least, use the Moz title tag tool. Okay, you're going to see exactly what your title tag is going to look like in Google before it's indexed and cached. Right? And that's really valuable. You're going to start off on a good foot. Okay? So that's it for this video, folks. I will see you on videos in the future. I hope you found that as helpful as I think it is.